how about talking about left hand technique, finger pressure, thumb pressure, and placement, how to work around the inherent weakness between the second and third fingers. I don't think it's a thing that's talked about enough. I'm not sure there's an inherent weakness between the second and third fingers, but definitely the third and fourth, because they run on the same tendon, right? I hear that a lot, like that's people's weakest technical issue is independence between the third and fourth finger on the fretting hand. So if I get my footstool here, so I'm completely jacking up my posture in my back here. And I can show you a little bit of that if you're watching here on YouTube. I would, in terms of independence and basic technique, I love this string crossing thing. The string crossing being sort of one of the most challenging things we face technically on the instrument. So that's just 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 across the instrument. Let's do it in all 5 strings. Why not? So 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 straight across the instrument. Then 2 1 back down again. So that's 1 2. Then I do it 2 3, and then 3 4. And really, there should be no difference in technique or pressure or sound. This is one of the times, if I'm really working on the micro elements of fundamental technique, this is one of those times where I want everything to be really the same and to have the ability to be even in my playing and my sound and my technique. Because once I have that, then I can go anywhere I want. Then I can manipulate it and go all over the place. But if I don't have that basic foundation, I'm going to run into some trouble later on for sure. So and then I'll just move up the neck to the next position, next set of 4 chromatic notes. I didn't do the lowest part of the instrument yet. It's a little more of a challenge. So that's it. That's a basic. It's a real simple one, and one of the oldest ones I have in my repertoire in terms of an exercise specifically for left-hand technique. And there are thousands, I want to say, of different pressures you can apply with the left hand to get different sounds. And again, it all boils down to time spent with the instrument, time spent immersed in the process. And you won't be able to get, if you want to be good at whatever it is you have a question about, you cannot get away from the fact that you will need to spend significant amounts of time doing it. And I don't say that to be discouraging. I don't say that I don't want to be a dick about it at all. That is just a fact. It's maybe a fact that gets a little lost these days. Modern sort of short attention span, that is so prevalent these days, and what the internet, what social media sort of promotes people to have, and the kind of music they pursue, and the instant gratification, the long form, the art of the long form, and the will to spend lots of time on something very detailed is perhaps something that's a little bit of a dying art. But that's what it is. If you really want to achieve greatness with any of the things we've talked about, it's really about that. Yes, I write books. Other people write books. People give lessons. There's tons of supplementary material that can help you as well. My books, for instance, are guides to that. They are a framework to help you maybe focus, to give you some basics, to give you the building blocks. But the real work comes, nobody else can do the work for you. That's what I'm trying to say. You can't buy experience, and you can't buy credits of work. Like nobody else can do your homework for you. You have to do that. So as long as you love the process and you love the work, which I'm very fortunate that I do, it will all work out. You just have to take the first step on the road towards the goal. And that road is lined with obstacles, and those obstacles need to be overcome. And to overcome them, it's always at the root of it all is immersion in the problem, or immersion in the sound, immersion in the style, twinned with hard work. And you cannot go wrong with that.